Hello and welcome everybody. This is Lost Gunner coming once again for some Path of Exile Ruthless. Um, decided to go with a Ruthless league start this league. I don't know that I might at some point switch to standard, but right now we are we're I was gonna say trudging. Trudging might be the right word through Ruthless. It's been a few days off. I took a few days off from streaming, but it doesn't mean I took a few days off from Path of Exile. So I did uh, I did play a bit. You'll notice if you look at the history, there's a little bit of a gap in the stream history, let's call it, and that's because I was indeed still playing. Um, I'm saving up a few things, several of these, like these helmets and such. I'm sort of keeping. Actually, want to modify that. Ooh. Um. So I need to figure out the recombinator system. That's on my list of things to do. But otherwise, kind of right now, I'm doing very low level maps. I might do that now. Might run a low level map. I think I've done all. I've finished the axe. As far I do have one. You have one outstanding. Oh, it was just there yesterday. I thought I finished. That's annoying. Okay. So I think what I was gonna say is I think I finished all of our quests and side quests and everything else for the through the axe, but apparently I missed one. Other than that, we've got our passive tree isn't is kind of as expected with a minion build at this point. I don't think anyone that's familiar with minion builds would have too much to say or argue with this one. If you do, I'd love to hear it. Um, like I said, it's been a few leagues, so I may not be completely up to speed. And while I'm sort of consulting a um, a build guide, I'm kind of just winging it at the same time as well. So um, I you can see I filled up. I think from the last time I probably finished this little exercise down here, giving me sanctuary, tireless, and combat stamina. Um, I did run one space over 1 point over this way just in case I happen to get a jewel or sitting there waiting, which and I needed the strength, so I thought why not. I do have plenty of refund points, so that becomes an issue, or I need more strength or something like that, then refund it, put it up there, put it somewhere else, whatever. Um, I also I started off with these and coming around, and I was able to um, run this up this way instead. And you can see I'm working my next point will go into grave intentions. I did go down here. My survivability has been so been working on that with and working over here to melding first. Melding, yeah. What else? It's kind of the highlights there. Uh, let's see. Equipment wise, it's rough. It is really. I mean, we're working with item level 21 wand. Um, magic rings to give me some resistances. My resistances are absolute crap. This is actually worse than I thought it was. I must have changed something, but I'm at -9 for fire. Cold, respectable. Lightning, crap. Chaos, crap. I do have decent chance to block attack and spell damages, so kind of okay with that. No movement speed, so I feel very slow. I haven't found boots that have. I mean, obviously I've prioritized the boots with the life, so those dropped, and I haven't found. I mean, I've gotten rare boots that had movement speed, but couldn't justify putting them on and giving up the life. Uh, I have a I have a helmet that's just a helmet. It's not even magicked. There's no bonuses to it. I can't. I put this on at some point. This Perquill's toe, and I cannot take it off because of the dexterity to it. So now the next amulet, I've got some onyxes, but basically I'm sort of stuck because if I take that off, I lose my multiple projectiles support, I'm pretty sure, as well as my pierce support, which are important for the build. I do have swift assembly, which I wonder if this is worth anything at the moment. No, I don't want this. I wonder if a level 16 of anything is worth anything. Yeah, no one's even selling it. So who knows if that's worth anything? Maybe at some point in the league, I'll get it to 20, and if we manage to keep it in the thing. I also I don't know if it's an upgrade or not. I changed specters to the whatchamadoodles. Which you guys don't know what whatchamadoodles is, but whatchamadoodles is the Frost Auto Scout. So yeah, and they work very well. The problem with them is their AI doesn't seem as good. I'm not as thrilled with them as the flame dudes called flame whatevers. They're the flame guys seem to just go in guns a blazing a little more often than the auto scouts do. The auto scouts I kind of have to poke and prod and walk them to where they need to be before they will proceed to blow everything up. Which, to be honest, when they start shooting, they do a very good job at. But it's getting them, kind of got to slow walk them there. You can see we're just about out of orichalcum bars, so we need to I'm not worried about that. It's not negative because we've been getting stuff from them. However, oh, I don't have ore gourds. Need to upgrade that. We're also oh, first um, they add me on Discord. Frederick, that seems like a loaded thing. I don't know what that is. I've been disillusioned by people on chat asking me to do things. I've been burned before, Frederick. I feel like this is a trick. I don't know the trick. Feels like a trick. Are you next gonna tell me my vehicle warranty is about to expire? Get Discord, and it's just insurance salesman. Terrible. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna do the. Oh no, I can't do that. We're gonna do this one. Ngakanu. Let's do Ngakanu. Ngakanu? 1800 divided by 5. That feels like 100. 500, so that's 300. It's 1560. 360 bars of crimson iron. Seems like good math. And where's Ngakanu? And 560 wheat. 560. Done. We are good on risk. Off you go. Alright, second ship. Where do you want to go? Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there because that won't get us anything. Do we have it for orichalcum? 46 times 5. It's only 250. This is 370. Not gonna get us. Oh, I was foolish. That was foolish. Should have put on some dust. Dust apparently does dusty things. Let these guys go here. Crimson Iron is the way to go. 1300 is 200 and 260. Of 360. Okay. 60. And then we can add some. That's all they want. We can add some dust to up our shipment value. So 19%, sure, I'll take a 1 in 5 chance. Got plenty of dust in there, and away we go. Great. Okay, so we got them doing shippy things. We unloaded. Let's go in here and grab a map. What map do we want? Looks like Siege or Gardens. Frederick, if you're a true... Frederick followed. Frederick's the man. Frederick is the man. Look at that. Still feels like a trick. Still feels like a trick. We'll do Siege. We're gonna bump you up to a magic map to get our bonus, and then head out. So I think the Atlas of Worlds, that's something we can talk about and get caught up on. How do I see it? I've forgotten all the things. I need to go to my hideout. So the I'm making my way towards Blight. This build should be decent in Blight once we get even low level Blight should be okay. Obviously with the Spectres, they should be able to blast. They're great at mob clearing, a little single target damage weak. However, we can just overcome that by doing slightly lower level Blight maps or Blight, or just being patient when we come across Blight things. Look at those guys go. We do only have 3. Obviously, getting 4 might be a little tough considering I'll need. Oh dear. These guys want to make a problem of themselves, as they do. Does this guy have... No? I was gonna say, anyone with regen, or Soul Eater or anyone like that gives me loads of problems. I just generally if I can't do enough damage against some of them, and it's painful. So you gotta be careful of that. Plan A, if we run across someone, is to see if we can wear them down. We can be more, depending on where we're at with our XP. I might be more. Ooh, we're loading up on tier 2 maps, which is exciting. But depending on where we're at in our XP, don't really feel like losing too much. Dying is painful. So if it's a guy, if we had come across a Regan or a guy that we just can't wear down, and I've run across it where there's no amount of buttons I press or things will allow me to actually lower damage. that was very. I ran across that last night, and it was very discouraging. So plan A will be give it a quick test, but we're not going to waste a ton of time. If need be, we will just run away. Running away is a valid strategy. More maps is good. Oh, good. This is a moment. This is the first Verisium. Verisium. I don't know what the challenge is. Click and hold to channel energy into the outcrop, intensifying the challenge. And oh, it's one of these. This is a choose your own level of pain one. Okay. Okay. Let's I'm gonna stop at 100. Stop. Okay. Now what happens? Now we have guys. Get some skellies out there. Throw down some absolutions. We're getting hit pretty hard. Okay, yep. So there's an example. We're in maps. I was taking some pretty good shots there. Survivability is that thing in chat just caught my attention. Crazy. 50% added minion damage. Oh, or +1 to minions. Oh, +1 to minion skill jumps, right? Survived. And now we have our first Veritasium, which is so far my favorite or to say. Tincture here. 95% increased elemental damage with melee weapons. Shabby. I mean, shabby for me, but not too shabby in the grand universe. I'm sure that's useful to somebody. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do not take your hand off the potion button for a second, or you will regret it. This is good so far in this map. The auto scouts have Primony, have cooperated. They've been doing shooty things. God, those guys are annoying. Holy moly. Which is good. It means we have a chance. Good, there's the boss. Look at that gold. That gold. If anyone's wondering, that was me rocking out to the pretend music in my head. Doesn't actually exist. Does that mean I'm going crazy? It might. Might be going a little bonkers. Work's been hard. I don't know about you. Very stressful time in the life of a lost gunner. So very much appreciating the time to come here and forget about the real world for a little bit, just like I hope you are. If you're watching this on YouTube, or like Frederick watching live, Is he still here? No, he's not still here. He's not still here. He's waiting patiently for me in Discord. Watched my first bit of the Olympics last night, and holy moly, I watched the NBC's sort of evening prime time mashup, let's call it. And I love the Olympics. It's fantastic. Watched the American guys come and get silver in the medley, which I didn't realize how big a deal that was. That the U.S. has not gotten gold in that since it became an Olympic event in like 1960 or something. So like the U.S. has always gotten gold, and then China got it for the first time, which apparently they are very excited about, as they should be. It was a great race. So, and that's the kind of stuff, you know, when we talk about countries competing, and you know, that's what the Olympics are all about. That rivals can be rivals without bloody killing each other, or destroying things, or you know, whatever. This is the best of perfect timing for that. I was gonna say the best of humanity is me getting smashed and not being wise enough to drop portal at the entrance like I know to do. I know to do that as I sit here, and I'm rusty and haven't done maps in many, many months, and have forgotten. And I basically lost all the XP progress I made, so I'm at 41%. So now if I die again to that guy, which I shouldn't, he was pretty low life. I don't think he... I don't know. I don't know if he will regen or not. Basically, in Ruthless, and maybe in the standard game, I don't know, but in Ruthless, some of the more major bosses will, if you die, you can't just go back into the, you know, respawn, go back into the room, and finish them off with wherever you left them. They'll actually recover. They'll recover about 40-50% of their health, which means you can't just, you know. Oh my god, what was that? $32. All right, let's just get back up to the... We're just gonna get back up to the boss room, fight him, and then we'll come back through and try and mop up. So that's what you should do in maps, right? You should go through. Wait, this isn't where I want to be. I just explored that way. Fine. What is that sound? It's like they're trying to still murder my corpse over there or something. So, up 1,500 gold. Not bad for how long I've been in here. Alright, pay attention now. We need to get skeletons down once we have a moment. Stay away from the circle of death. Stay away from that guy. Wham bam. Put down my skellies. No, stay out of the circle of death, I said. Don't worry about them. Worry about this guy. Worry about this guy. Do some DPS, guys. There we go. Obviously, one of the challenges of a minion build is... Oh. If we could get the... Well, strength's a problem. I wonder if we... Okay, so here's the question. If we recombinate this, is there something that would tell me the odds of what would happen with that? Working our way to the first blight thingy. Blight. Point. Blight. What the hell do you call the things? I know this, but I can't remember now. I'm gonna stop saying Must focus. Not say It's okay. Took a very quick, not even one day, but it was like a public speaking thing for work where they stop saying where they gave you those pointers and had you do some exercises to not necessarily... Public speaking's is definitely a skill. There's some people, it's like all skills, some people are very natural with it and some people are not. I never have been. Actually, I remember very vividly in, gosh, 3rd or 4th grade, so not super young, but still like elementary school age, being in class, and one of the exercises was to get up in front of the class and give some sort of, and say something. It wasn't like read a book or just to say some generic thing, but there was no time to prepare. I've gotten better at the whole winging it thing after years of practice in my professional life and everything. However, in running meetings and whatnot, but I still haven't... I'm not very comfortable getting in front of like 100 people, but put me in a room with 30 or 40, or better yet, 10 to 20 around the table, that kind of setting. Perfectly happy, perfectly comfortable, no issues there. And it only improves with how prepared you are, right? And the more prepared you are, the more, at least for me, the more comfortable I am. So if I'm giving a presentation or something, you go and get, I have a tendency to over prepare. So going back, I'll tell you that story. That's another whole story. But going back to when I was a kid, just to put a bow on that, I remember this getting called on by a teacher and freezing, just not knowing what to do, not like I knew the assignment. I don't remember the details of what I was supposed to talk about. It was something very simple, but you had to go up in front of the class and stand and sort of give this thing unprepared. It was not a prepared thing, and my, gosh, that would have been 8 or 9-year-old brain just had an aneurysm, like stopped working. I stopped functioning as a human being for that moment. It was just like, no, I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me. And super embarrassing. Obviously, this conversation, this struggle I was having, was because of the way the whole thing was structured. It was in front of everybody, so I'm talking to the teacher. It was 3rd grade. Might have been second. But it was very public, and I felt, No one was mean to me about it or anything like that, but you know, you know, as a kid, you're like, that wasn't great, especially as the kids before you went up and did it, kids behind you got up and did it. Not great, you know, necessarily, but they all functioned and they all did their thing, whatever, whatever. So I want to go to this room. I think what I want, and then we have a path potentially to the apex if we ever get through here. The problem is, in our situation, I can't really do enough damage fast enough. And this is all about clear speed. That's all this is. How fast can you stay ahead of that clock? What's happening is um, that clock's ticking down as you kill enemies. In theory, you'll get at tab added on. I just can't do it. I can't move fast enough. The minions can't think fast enough, and it just times out. So we'll go try one more. If for nothing. Oh, these bastards that got me last time. Yep, enter. Don't kill me, please. May I kill you? Would you allow me to kill you? That would be swell if you did. Looks like I can do damage to you just fine. Nice. Echo level up. And in we go. It doesn't matter. I don't. It's not like I'm used to going into these things planning for success, and it's like don't bother. Focus. So we're adding slight small bits of time. Can we get to the next batch? No, because we can't find them. And away we go. Good job. Now she's just patronizing me. But we got through a map. And that is something to be celebrated. Oh, so going back to oh, I have with this batch of stuff right here, we could animate a guardian. We could, if we really wanted to. Prismatic tincture. Can these up in rarity? Right click to activate only one tincture in your belt. We activate at a time. Mana burn causes you to lose 1% maximum mana per stack per second can be activated mana or will automatically deactivate when you reach 0 mana. Oh, you equip them on your belt. None of these are particularly helpful for what I'm trying to accomplish, which is fine. Which is fine as I yawn deeply into the camera, just for good measure. Alright, Gardens I think is the natural choice. More monster life. Can't be stunned. We have reduced effect. Non-curse auras from stills. Well, don't gotta worry about that. Because I ain't got any. I ain't got any. Ooh, 6. I'll go some jewel orbs. Orbs of jewelry, jewel. Probably. I love this. I've never taken the time to actually learn what most of the things are called. Now sitting here on stream and trying to talk about them makes it, you know, a bit of a struggle session. That's okay. That's part of learning how to do this. You're not perfect either. Oh, so then going back to this to public speaking deal, yeah. So I had that trauma, as most young kids do, with something early on, school related, and not to say I've always shied away from those types of things. Always been comfortable in small groups. Always been comfortable in certain situations, but the whole standing up in front of a crowd, or sitting down in front of a podium or lectern or whatever, and going on and on, has been uncomfortable for me. It's not natural. I'm naturally an introvert. I'd much rather sit here from a microphone with 0 viewers and that drop, and ramble on into the void. But if there was viewers, I'd be fine with that. But standing up and doing the whole presentation thing, never been too pleased with that. Always, I'm told, done fairly well. But I don't actively seek out putting myself into those situations. Probably to my detriment, professionally and everything else. So, such is life. But part of doing this too is I want to get better at, at rambling, let's say, telling stories, which I think will improve my ability to do those sorts of things in my life, because it's not a skill I'm natural at. It takes a lot of effort. I've gone days where I've been responsible for leading or being part of meetings from all day, from 7:30 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, before I go home for the day. And even though I've just been sitting in a chair all day, I'm physically and mentally just it's more mental, but it's completely exhausted. And I know that's not unique to me, and there's plenty of obviously a day like that it would be tiring for everyone. However, it's frequent occurrence rather than less strenuous examples than that. So, point is, part of why I started this whole streaming thing. One, love gaming. This is what I do to, like I said, sort of recover from the real world, escape from the real world. Like I think a lot of gamers do, especially people who play that are my age. And go through here. We can kill through here. The 50%. So, anyways, real quick, most recent example, last summer I had to go presentation, like 20 minutes, in front of about 100 people or so, for work, and it was fairly short notice, but a big sort of important presentation thing, and tried to get out of it. That was the first instinct. Couldn't get out of it. Fine, I'll do it. Literally, probably got, I had traveled the day before to this meeting. Got to the meeting, or the town I was supposed to be in. Got to the hotel at, I think, 8 o'clock at night. People I was traveling with, let's go out for drinks or do this, that, and other thing. I said, no, I'm gonna stay here and try and make sure I don't drool all over myself tomorrow. So gave up on that, which I didn't really want to go anyways, but whatever. But then spent literally the next 6 or 7 hours till 2 or 3 in the morning going through the speech over and over and over and over and over, speech presentation over and over and over and over again. And it was the same, 20 minutes. And it was really bothering me because I was, I had my script down with what I was going to say. Saying the things wasn't necessarily a problem, but at that point it was the things that I needed to say all of a sudden didn't fit in 20 minutes. Like I said, it had been put together fairly quickly. I was not changing the presentation from a slide perspective. I had to find a way to say the information more quickly, more concisely, more, deliver it in a way that shaved off 3 minutes or so. And I couldn't do it. So, and it was one of these presentations where you had a timer, you look down in front of you and there's a clock with the counting down from your allotted time. Anywho, so like I said, spent all night super anxious, practicing. By the way, PowerPoint, it was on PowerPoint, has this crazy feature where you can turn on your microphone and say your speech into your computer, your laptop in this instance, and it'll sort of analyze your presentation, and it'll do language analysis. It'll give you feedback. It'll tell you, oh, you said, try to reduce your ums and ahs and all this other stuff, or it'll say you could have been more concise, or your pitch was too, sort of monotone. So try to pay attention to the tornado. 52%. But it analyzes your pitch and says, oh, you were good. You were in the range you wanted to be, or you were too monotone, or the speed of your speech was too slow or too fast to hold audience's attention, all this other stuff. So from a first, I don't know if I could tell it how, I don't remember telling it how long I wanted the presentation to be, for it to give me feedback on, timing and that sort of thing. But the feedback I got, I remember being like, this is amazing. I didn't know it could do this. So if any of you are having a PowerPoint moment in the near future, and you didn't know about that feature like I didn't, it's a fun one. It's a good one for techie. I'm sure it's AI driven something or other, blah blah blah. Which, oh, we can talk about that. I'm doing an experiment, by the way. If you want to sit here and watch me play, right, and you're on Twitch or you're on wherever, that's great. I'm not anything, not gonna claim to be anything particularly special from a gaming standpoint. You got people on here like Crouching Tuna or whoever else, these Path of Exile YouTubers and Twitch streamers that, they've got this down pat. So, this is probably a more here. What I'm hoping you get from it is casual, fun experience. Hopefully, if you're in here like Frederick did, come on here, chat with me. Let's strike up a conversation. Let's talk about Path of Exile. Talk about what's going on in the game. Absolutely, but we can also talk about things going on in real life too. Whether it's charged topics or not. Some of those I may volunteer when no one's on and just ramble on, or I haven't decided yet, but what I want to talk about. And, you know, if we want to strike up a conversation strictly about what's going on in the game, I'll try and tell you what's going on. But as I'm going through here mapping, that's what I'm doing. I'm mapping. But we can have a conversation while I'm mapping. Speaking of which, where's the boss? This is a question out. I've more than 50 monsters remain. Oh, so that looks be up here. Anyways, got up, did the presentation, and when I did it in 20 minutes. So I was quite proud of myself, basically on the dot. So somehow, even though I was never able to accomplish that during my lengthy practice sessions, I did accomplish it when it mattered. Which probably just means I left out all sorts of important things, but I don't know. I blacked out, and everyone told me I did a good job. So yeah, such is life. Now I also work with a workplace full of liars, so who knows if they were telling the truth or not. But in this particular instance, I'm going to take them for their word. Alright, so let's drop a portal down. What do you got? Bunch of evasion. Okay. Nothing serious. That's terrible. You're you. But round. No, thank you. Got it. Bleeding. Force good attacks have 25% chance to cause bleeding, and bleeding causes more damage. Okay, so this one over here. Okay, this has these things spawning nasties. So I wonder if I can do some damage to them. Knock him out. There's the boss, causing me undue pain and suffering. Okay. Okay. Eventually, I think if you let these guys, if you survive long enough, they just run out of enemies to puke at you. Are they even attackable? Oh, they aren't even attackable. Yeah, so they're just gonna puke enemies out until the heat death of the universe, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure I've done this. And I think they run out. I hope they run out. Someday I hope they run out. Because I can't imagine my minions are doing well at the moment. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, pretty. Okay. Get off of me. They haven't stopped spewing guys out. I don't know why. This is interesting. I don't remember being able to do this in your hideout last time. Okay. 51%. Oh, I should. Minions are all good. Sazalang needs to die. I think he did just die. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. Everything dies. Is it? Oh, Sazalang's back. He's back for more. Get skeletons out. He doesn't seem to. See now the little pukey things are not puking anymore. I wonder if it gives up after they kill you once, and then they stop. I think carrying hits are interesting. What did we say? We don't care about this. The gloves. Let's see if you're useful. No. No. That is not useful. Sad, actually. Hey, Ngakanu is back. Carnal mitts. Lots of hope here. Just cold resistance, which I don't need. The sockets are nice, but don't care that much. Movement speed. Bunch of evasion, which is just giving me some energy shield. Bunch of evasion. Block chance is higher. So movement speed, 16% to all elemental resistances, which I'd be giving up nothing. My shield is currently giving me no resistances. And I would lose 99 life. So, interesting. Again, can I meld these together? What would happen? What would happen? Someone out there knows, and the only problem is that I do not. I do not know. That's causing me to hesitate. What the heck is going on out there? Knock it off, you psychos. Okay, let's head out. And we will go straight over to King's March. Add all that sweet, sweet gold to the treasury. Head down to shipping and receiving. What did we get? We got an elk. Super good. Happy about that. Here, let's see if we can.
What can I do? What have you got?
You need to add some stuff to the disenchantingness. You.
Things ain't looking up.
What was I gonna? Am I gonna? Let's do it. Let's do it. That we want to disenchant. What could go wrong from doing these two? We could do it. Maybe we'll do that too. I don't think I want to do anything with this. This isn't really what we're looking for. This is sort of what we're looking for. Just less crap. For an item level 70, that's pretty crap. How is suffix modifier of the crystal? Tier 6. I think tier 6, that sounds pretty high. What, 4% to all elemental resistances? Crap. Okay, so those are in there. Back up here,
Well, look at what it is.
we want to throw all this stuff in the old chest, including that. And we also would like to chance to bleed. We can go on our skills, which we do have a chunk of skills here. So helmet, helmet, gloves, gloves. Oh, I took them off already too. Holy crap. Guess that means we're doing it. What do we have to lose?
What was I doing again?
What do we have to lose? Glove, glove. I have to have the gold. They're gonna kill me. Remove. How much gold? This is gonna cost this much of a fortune. It better be good. I don't care if I'm doing it wrong. I don't care if I'm missing the mechanic. Look at that cost. Something good had better happen because this is Ruthless. And I know for a fact that nothing good will happen right now. I'm going to press the button. And then someone at some point will watch this and say, well, Gunner, you're a dumbass. That's not how recombinating works. You should have done this and this. And I'll say, yeah. Yeah, I did not know that. But because I'm streaming, I feel compelled to not go spend half an hour researching. I'm just going to do. So do we shall. That could have been worse. Now, the only question is we started with 2 sockets. Evasion's not really what we're going for, but it could be worse. Now the question is, what sockets did we come out with? Okay, the same things we had. So we gained some cold resistance, lightning resistance. The life's the same. Oh, you gotta go away. Okay. That wasn't terrible. But now we're out of gold, so we can't do the helmets. We need to go sell. We need to go sell this. We need to go sell this hammer
What have you got? Return soon, yes?
and head. Let's do one more map. We have our tier. Look at that pretty. All our tier 1s are cleared. Can you believe it? Let's do siege. So they get some extra energy shield. Did I send my ship back out? I don't think we did. We definitely did not, I don't think. Shipping. Oh, because they're reward. Okay, so we can take those and go sell them. That's fine. So that went to Ngakanu. We're going to send them right back over to Ngakanu. Okay, we have plenty of that stuff. This is going to be 280 petrified amber bars and 500 wheat. And you can see what that does. That's 9% risk. I wonder if we can be super greedy. Let's be super greedy and go for, and look at this. That's the highest shipment value I've done. 40% chance of something happening. Can we get that down? Oh, we have 32. 25 for basically no cost. Yes, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. 25. 29. For 10% more, we get. I'll take a 1 in 4 chance over a 1 in 3-ish chance. Let's just be that greedy. Don't need to be more greedy. Let's just be that greedy. Done. And set sail.
They're on their way.
40 minutes. 40 minutos. Crunching up my face to remember. See if I can remember where we're at with labs. Check. I know I've done. I think I've only done 2. And I think I was waiting on the 3rd one because it's level 55, and that seemed like. Oh, 68. Or still 68. So that's the bathhouse. 68 is giving me all sorts of troubles. So we're gonna need to get a little further along. Would be the statement I would make. Map device. Siege map. Activate.
Hello.
Sell this and this for a couple transmutation shards, which are just worth their weight in gold. If only. Okay, so as of late, these oh goodness gracious. As of late, the red ore has these crimson iron nodes have been giving me all sorts of trouble. Just deep breaths. Everything's fine. Why don't we have our flame golems out? Okay. Give this another go. Oh, that's sweet, sweet gold. Oh, there's a syndicate dude right here. Where's the syndicate dude? Oh, it's right there. No, it's not right there. Where's the syndicate? Oh, there he is. Stop attacking me. Stop. Be good. No, you bad, bad man. Yeah, take him out. Take him out. We can. Where do you run off to? Gardens map. Scroll. Armors. Aisling. Interrogate. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. This will turn into a chromatic orb. And now, as we were saying, these encounters have been kicking my butt. I'm not sure why. I know why, because I know where I need to be to make these things easy, from a equipment and preparation standpoint. Okay, 2 down, 2 down. Oh, how does it do that? It's like it knows. Hit me for like the exact amount of health that I have. Yes, get him. Get Get EM Come on, corrupted growth. Don't be so corrupted. No, no, don't, you booger. Don't. Whew. No, what did I say? You like me. Be nice. Be nice. Okay, so the thing is dead. Thing is dead? Is there a missing one? Why? Oh, there's the portal. So this one, this guy should be killable. Although he's resistant to my auto scouts, so we may just move on. Move on. And just like all good bad guys, he will not follow us. Because he knows I will die immediately to someone else. I will say the highs of Ruthless, when you've got everything clicking and you've overcome whatever lows you happen to have gone through. It's fantastic. A part of that means going through the lows. And going through lows where you know you're underpowered and you're trying to still progress and accomplish things. Yeah, 46%, which is basically where I started this stream at 1 hour and 10 minutes ago, XP wise. What's blood sap tincture? That's bleeding. So, because I'm not where I'd like to be, where I'm used to being at this point in the league as far as being confident in, at this point, think about it. For those of you that, are familiar and understand Path of Exile, and maybe haven't played Ruthless before for whatever, because you're smarter than I am. Think about where you're at this point in the game. You're probably flying high. You just murder death killed Katava, whatever you want to call it. Maybe you died once or twice, but you know what? You probably just went through all your level 1 maps and didn't break a sweat because you're level 75. And you're kitted out pretty good because you've been doing chaos recipes. And the market is flush with equipment that works for you. And you can't afford the highest end stuff, but one, it's there. And two, there are plenty of low-cost alternatives to allow you to just curb stomp the rest of the content that you're encountering right now. Lo and behold, at least for me, I usually hit a hit a little block around tier 7, 8, somewhere in there, where it's like, okay, this isn't comfortable anymore. I need to go. Usually that's basically the time. Okay, well, let's see how much currency I have. What are the next opportunities? What are the next things that I should be in the market for? 42. Want June, you're an unbelievable disappointment. Unbelievable disappointment. All right. Well, an hour and 10 minutes. The plan was for an hour, so I'm a little over the plan. I'd like to thank Frederick for giving a follow, even though I did not do as instructed and add him on Discord. Don't know what that was about because they ran away as soon as they posted that. So we shall see. But alas, I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So, with that being said, this is a Lost Gunner. Take care out there, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. If you did like the stream, sorry, I have to do the thing. This is what people on the interwebs do. But if you've liked and gotten to this point, and you're like, hey, this is something I could do more of, then please like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, let me know you're out there, and we'll see you next time.